we get a lot of patients. My wife is a perfect example. You know, they've got 1 or 2, 3 little ones running around at home, and what, you know, it's mama, mama, pick me up.
Pick me up.
And you know, you're sitting here cooking dinner while you've got the hip kind of cocked out to the side and washing dishes, and so you build up a lot of tension in the low back, the mid back, the neck, and you don't have to be 55 or 65 to have this back pain. It starts when you're in your 20s and your 30s. So we see a lot of mothers come in that have, you know, we talked about prenatal last week, but what about when you've got the 2-year-old or the, you know, the 40-pounder that you're carrying on your hip? So it causes a lot of problems in the spine.
I know it does. Just
But what I want to show you today, kind of based with the Pro Adjuster, go ahead and lay down there. When you come in with back pain and you're having one specific segment that you're having problems with, you can see if I was trying to use my hands, how am I going to move that one bone? It's impossible for that to happen. So when we take the Pro Adjuster, we can actually come right onto that one segment that we're having the problems with and make the adjustment that way.
And that's, you just made an adjustment right there.
Just made an adjustment, but what we would do is we would go over it one more time. And now that's back in place. And it's that easy. You don't have to twist someone, or, you know, it's almost impossible to move one segment when you're doing it manually. But when you can get very specific and make that one adjustment, that's why the patients get such good results with this.
Well, and it seems like, too, it's something like that so much less intimidating than when you're lying down and you're trying to move and you just kind of worry.
Yeah, you're laying face down, you don't know what to expect, but we walk you through this when you're in the office. We know exactly what we're going to do, and the patients, they're not scared. It's amazing. It's kind of like, and they'll stand up like, that's it? And I'm like, yeah, but stand up and see how that feels. And they're like, oh yeah, that does feel better.
Yeah.
But we use this same instrument on the neck, on the mid back and the low back, but it changes the force. It's a lot less force up here in the neck versus when we get down here, because of the ribs, it uses a little bit more. And when I say force, I mean we're talking like 5 pounds. It's not a whole lot of force. And then when we work in the hips and the pelvis down here, that's very comfortable adjustment.
And of course, you've got the whole screen, which shows you and tells you.
It tells you exactly. We don't guess. That's what I love about this, because when we make the adjustment, we know exactly which one we're working on, and we can actually show the patient then, hey, we made improvement here. So then not only are they're getting that objective, but they're getting the subjective both, which means I feel better, but I can actually see that I'm getting better. So it's pretty interesting, pretty neat, and the patients love it. And for this month, we've only got it through the rest of this month. The exam, x-ray, and consultation, it's $39 to come in and try out the Pro Adjuster and see what you think.